Hello students. Today I will discuss organs of the circulatory system with you. But before that discussion, all of you please go through the diagram which is there on your screen as well as on your textbook. This is our circulatory system. Here you can see the heart and blood vessels and blood. I cannot show you. You might have seen blood. So let us start our discussion. The circulatory system consists of three parts: blood vessels, heart, and blood. So these three are the most important organs of our circulatory system. Let us begin our discussion with blood vessels. Blood circulates in the body through a tube-like structure called blood vessels. You can look into this diagram. Here the blood vessels are clear to you. Some of them are red in color and some of them are blue in color. Why some of them are red and the remaining of them are blue? This we will discuss it in a short while from now. There are three kinds of blood vessels in our bodies. There are three kinds of blood vessels, three types of blood vessels in our bodies. First one is our artery, next vein, and the third one is our capillary. Arteries, veins, and capillaries. These are the various types of our blood vessels. Next, let us look into the arteries. What are arteries? What are the functions of arteries? Blood vessels that carry blood from the heart to other parts of the body are called arteries. You have to read this sentence very much carefully. Then only you can understand. Blood vessels that carry blood, from where does it carry? From heart to where? To the other parts of the body are called, such kind of blood vessels are called arteries. What does it carry? Arteries carry blood that is rich in oxygen. These are also known as oxygenated blood. Arteries carries oxygenated blood. Why it is called oxygenated blood? Because arteries carry the blood that is rich in oxygen. However, pulmonary artery is an exception. It carries carbon dioxide rich blood from heart to the lungs. So there is a difference between artery and a pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is an exception. What does it perform? It performs it perform a certain function, that is it carries carbon dioxide rich blood from the heart to the lungs. Arteries are the thickest blood vessels in the body. Arteries are the thickest blood vessels in our body. So if I may ask you that, can you name the artery which is the thickest in our body? So you have to answer that arteries are the thickest blood vessel in the body. The aorta is the largest artery in the human body. Which one is the largest artery in our human body? Aorta. In some part of the body, such as the wrist, neck, inside of the elbow, back of the knee, and the back of the ankles, the arteries are set just under the skin. With the help of your parents, you just try to find out the arteries. If you put your finger on the body spot like this, here on your wrist, neck, You can feel the blood flowing through them. You can feel the pulse. So in this artery we have gone through the functions of artery. What are arteries? Why it is called the oxygenated uh, blood? What does it carry? It carries oxygenated blood. Thickest blood vessels in the body, that is the arteries. So in this way, where we can find the pulse of our body. Next we will see the veins. The blood vessels that carry blood from different parts of the body back to the heart are called veins. What is vein? The blood vessels that carry blood from different parts of the body to the heart. Vein is totally different from artery. Veins carry deoxygenated blood or blood rich in carbon dioxide. What kind of blood does it carry? It carries deoxygenated blood. Why it is called deoxygenated blood? Because it is rich in carbon dioxide. Vena cava is the group of two major veins that bring the deoxygenated blood to the heart. Pulmonary veins are the exception to this. Why it is an exception? It carry oxygen rich blood from lungs back to the heart. These arteries and veins, you have to understand it slowly and steadily, then only you will be able to understand the topic clearly. It will take little bit of time. I understand that in a first moment only these things will not be very much clear to you. You have to give time for this. You have to study. Veins have thin walls. They are usually present close to the skin. When people grow old, some of their veins can be clearly seen from outside. If you may have grandparents at your home, try to look into their hand. So there some veins can be clearly seen from outside. This simple practical you can perform. Next we have to discuss about the capillaries. Capillaries are the thinnest blood vessel in the body. Arteries are the thickest and capillaries are the thinnest. Don't get confused between these two words. That was the thickest. Thickest one is our artery and thinnest one is our capillaries. They form a network that connects arteries and veins. Look at the picture. These are the arteries and these are the veins. I have told you that arteries carry oxygenated blood and veins carry deoxygenated blood. So oxygen, the blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood, it is represented by red in color called artery, and the blood vessel which carry deoxygenated blood means the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide is represented with blue color is called vein, and the combination where this junction is called the capillaries. So capillaries are so thin that substances can pass through them. The exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products between the blood and the various body parts takes place through the capillaries. So all of you practice this diagram at your home. This is a simple one of the simple diagram which you have. So practice hard, and the representation with color is important. You cannot represent artery with blue color or the vein with red color, because I have shared the reason with you. Next we have our heart. The very much beautiful diagram it is there in your textbook. Look into your heart and try to practice it at your home. This is the star mark diagram, most important diagram, and try to labeling is very much important. Which one is aorta, pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, right ventricles, right atrium, pulmonary artery, vena cava. Labeling, try to go through the labeling. This arrowhead shows the flow of the blood. In which direction does the blood flow? So let us start our discussion. Heart. It is an organ. It is not an organ system. It is one of the organ of the organ system called circulatory system. The heart pumps blood to all parts of our bodies. Who pumps blood to all parts of our bodies? That is the heart. It keeps the blood flowing continuously in the blood vessels. The lub dub sound you hear is your heartbeat every time it pumps and receives bloods. I hope you may have experienced this lub dub sound. The rhythmic movement of the heart while pumping blood is called the heartbeat. This is a simple definition for your heartbeat. The rhythmic movement of the heart while pumping blood is called a heartbeat. Next we have the heart is a muscular organ. We cannot find any bone in our heart. That's why it is called a muscular organ. It is a muscular organ about the size of your fist. That means this is your fist. It is present slightly to the left of the middle of the chest cavity. In which side it is? Left of the middle of the chest cavity. It beats continuously throughout the life of a person. If it stops, then the person may come to an end. The heart is divided into four chambers. How many chambers are there in our heart? Four chambers. The upper two chambers are called the atria, and the lower two chambers are called the ventricles. Two upper chambers are called the atria, and two lower chambers are called the ventricles. The left side of the heart is separated from the right side by a thick muscular partition. How the left and the right side it is divided? It is divided by a thick muscular partition. Blood flows from the atria to the ventricles only. Blood doesn't flow from ventricles to atria. You have to understand that blood flows only from atria to ventricles. It cannot be a vice versa. Next we have our blood. The blood serves the following function in our human body. The first one is blood transport oxygen. What does it transport? It transports oxygen from the lungs to all other organs and carbon dioxide from organs to the lungs. So blood carries oxygen from heart to the other parts of the body and brings carbon dioxide from different parts of the body to the lungs. Next, it transports the nutrients absorbed by the digestive system to the different parts of the body. Blood helps to transport the nutrients absorbed by the digestive system. Next, we have that blood takes away waste products from different parts of the body for excretion. So I hope the circulatory system and the various organs of our circulatory system it is clear. I will be back with the process of circulation. Thank you.